gonna.
Oh yeah, no, because he's not gonna understand what we're talking about, but the audience can understand what we're talking about. Hello and welcome to a special episode of Components of No More Games of just this whole channel. It's a special episode. I am your host, Chris Boingo Ryder Gaston, and with me, not as always, but yeah.
It's the Buster Corp fella who always makes loud noises, I think, or always is the no fun and is always depressed.
We'll fucking fix that because we're talking about the best, not the worst, the best video games of all time. This is a special episode. We are going to dive into the top 100 games on Metacritic, discuss them a little bit, veer off into conversations, do anything, do everything. We're just gonna tackle this list and see what we think of the general public's opinion, how we think it stacks up. Do we think it stacks up? Do we think these games should be on this list? And all that kind of stuff. We're just going to talk about it.
Yeah.
And then eventually we're probably going to complain about, like, why isn't this game on the list? People are plebes.
Yeah. I mean, like, to be fair, a lot of, like, I feel like there's a lot of, like, I would complain if Undertale isn't on the list, but, like, then again, it's a very recent game, and a lot of these, like, from what I'm seeing, a lot of these games on the list are 2000s and 90s, which...
Yeah, give some time to kind of rest a little bit. I mean, we'll go through it. We're going from 100 to 1, and we're not being structured here. We're just kind of using this as a framework. So, buckle in, sit back, relax. We're going to talk about some games. The first game we're going to talk about is Grim Fandango. Have you ever played Grim Fandango?
No, it's on my list. I should get to it.
I have also never played Grim Fandango, but it's an important game. I mean, made by LucasArts. Yeah. Like, I think it's the second or the last LucasArts point-and-click game.
Let me look. Grim. Let me look at LucasArts. Sorry if my keyboard's clicking.
Nah.
Wikipedia. Yeah, you can move on to the next one while we're at it.
Yeah, but like it's interesting. We'll hold on a second because this is also like their first 3D game too. I remember that.
Okay, so Grim Fandango. Oh, I don't. Dang it. I don't know what's point and click and what's like just regular video game.
Send me the link to the LucasArts page, and I can tell you because I remember a lot of the LucasArtsy point and clicks. I've played through a couple of them. I'm not super extensive on all of them. You know what I mean? But like, because a lot of these are just Star Wars.
Yeah, rip Star Wars 13.
Oh yeah.
That still pisses me off. It was done.
Yeah, but sometimes the brand must move in a different direction.
Yeah.
No, the last point and click, it looks to be like Escape from Monkey Island.
Of course it would be about monkey.
Yeah. Or maybe it's this Indiana Jones game. Yeah. The Emperor's Tomb. Let's see. No. Action adventure game. No, that's not point and click.
And what came out the week after Grim Fandango, according to Metacritic, is Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah. I've played Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid's fucking banger.
It's on my list. I'll retro arc it sometime.
It's really fucking good. You know how they say like, oh, this piece of media takes the media up to another level. Like Citizen Kane defined movies.
Yeah.
And like the Abbey Road defines music. This defines video games. Metal Gear Solid is one of the most important video games of all time.
I've heard like I remember there was like a video essay called "The Citizen Kane of Games," and they were talking about Dragon Quest V. But I think in the mainstream, Metal Gear Solid is like the more important game. Sorry, Dragon Quest still good. But
no, here's the thing: like RPGs had stories on lock. If you wanted a story in a video game, you play an RPG. Metal Gear Solid's what said, all right, every game can have a depthful story like an RPG.
Yeah.
You know? That's kind of the vibe I always have with Metal Gear Solid, because also it's probably one of the best integrations of a story in with gameplay in a while, like at the time. Like we can make fun of cutscenes and everything, but like the torture scene is beautifully effective.
Yeah. So I'm not tired. Actually, I am tired, but like not like I'm listening.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, like it's really good, and it's a shame what eventually happened to the Metal Gear franchise, but like,
At least put it on Steam for God's sake.
I think it's on GOG. It's on
On
Good Old
GOG, but
Games.
like I don't know. I want just like.
Fair enough. GOG doesn't have DRM, so there is that.
Oh yeah, that.
Then we have I'm not gonna call it by its American name. We're going with the international name, Jet Set Radio.
Yeah, I was like wondering if Jet Grind Radio was like an updated version, but no, it's just.
Yeah, it's just the American localization. It's weird.
Yeah, I need to play it still. A lot of these games are on my list of things I will emulate.
Yeah, one day. I've played a little bit of Jet Set Radio, but we can just agree the soundtrack is god tier.
Yeah, I need to listen to it more.
But it's like, because here's the thing, the soundtrack is so good, yet it's still talked about today. Just the soundtrack alone.
Yeah, it was just like influence of the soundtrack to a specific musician and games.
Oh yeah, like it's interesting, especially video game composers. Like I definitely feel like T-Lopes might be influenced by Naganuma.
Yeah, definitely T-Lopes. He's influenced by a lot of Sega stuff, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. But Naganuma also is just like still relevant, though that's mostly because of Twitter shit posting.
Yeah, more the Naganuma Twitter corruption arc.
Goddamn. But it is interesting. Like he just went through his hyping up his trans fans arc.
I wonder what's his next arc.
Who knows? We'll see it event. It might just be promoting
the spiritual
future.
successor.
Yeah, the new game by Team Reptile.
Yeah, keep forgetting the name. I think it's Funk.
Jet Grand hold on.
Here, I'll Google it too.
Yeah, just Google Team Reptile.
No, I know. One of my friends made a video just discussing the trailers, Googling them, looking.
Because they did Lethal League.
Yeah.
Which is
Bomb Rush Cyberfunk.
Bomb Rush Cyberfunk.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
Speaking of names that aren't quite good, Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3. That's probably the most funny game title I've seen in a while.
Well, I mean, it's a re-release of Super Mario Bros. 3, which is probably realistically one of the best games on the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah, Mega Man. Literally every Mega Man game I find more enjoyable, but that's just no bias.
You also got to but here's the thing, you got to think about it in the time frame of when this game came out.
Yeah, there was like a save system. It was revolutionary.
Save system, world map. It was like the best graphics for the time.
Yeah,
the only other game,
big leap up from like the original Mario Bros.
Oh yeah, I think the only other game that might have comparable graphics on the NES is the first Kirby game on it.
Yeah, well, that's because it was released at the tail end of the NES.
The Super Nintendo was already out when the Kirby came out, so this is the biggest game, while the NES was the only console Nintendo was focusing on.
Yeah, the most relevant.
So like the fact that its remake with updated graphics didn't change the gameplay, didn't change any of that, is still this important. That says something about the game, you know?
Yeah. And then you got the e-reader levels that were included like on cards and later the Wii U version.
That nobody in America knew about because fuck the e-reader in America.
Yeah.
I had a fucking e-reader.
You do seem like that nerd. Speaking of nerds, Street Fighter 4, aka the game that invented 09ers and revived the entire fighting game genre with it.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think, was Tekken the only one kind of still hanging around before 4?
Mortal Kombat was pretty relevant, but like it was
Soul Calibur?
Soul Calibur, really the 3D fighters. 3D fighters were, you got a Virtual Fighter port here and there. It was mostly like 2D from my recognition, like out of stock, but like the 3D fighters were still chugging along, doing some cool stuff, or like just chugging along. And then Street Fighter 4 came in and kind of did a big 2D revival of the fighting game genre.
Did BlazBlue come after 4?
BlazBlue was 2007. BlazBlue was more of like in the I'd say the more Western spirit.
The American fighting game community.
Yeah, it was more of a Western. I mean, of course, it still like did worldwide, but like this was BlazBlue
out like they did in America because the arcade scene kept going in Japan.
Yeah, I don't think it went as much, but like, Capcom was kind of at the time they kind of stopped fighting games because they were like, oh, like we want to appeal to the West. That turned out well.
Yeah, how did that work out, KJ Inafune?
But yeah, I played a bit of Street Fighter 4, mostly the Ultra update. Fine. I've honestly the Street Fighters I've sunk the most time into are Third Strike and 5.
Yeah. Isn't Third Strike still like considered one of the best Street Fighters at this
Yeah,
point in time?
yeah. At this point, like it's the best Street Fighter, basically. People, and I think it is. 5, I think with the updates it has, 5 is close for me. Like they're just it's always changing with what's my favorite Street Fighter between Third Strike and 5. And
Well,
5 is
imagine 5 also is just because it's a living game right now.
yeah, it's a live service, and also because Akira is in it, and I just have a rival schools bias.
Oh yeah. But I mean, hey, if without 4 we wouldn't have gotten 5 and gotten Rival Schools canon in the.
Yeah, so it's
Is there a name for the Street Fighter universe, or is it just called Street Fighter universe?
like it's just the Street Fighter universe where like Strider Hiryu is also there, and the Streets of Rage guys everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of any other Capcom franchises that could be in that universe, and
I know, like, remember the scrapped crossover game that was gonna that the King of Fighters dev was working on? I forgot the
oh
name.
yeah,
The one that like basically led to Capcom Fighting Jam / Evolution.
Mhm.
That I think that implied that Darkstalkers was canon to Street Fighter Universe.
And if Darkstalkers is, then you can just say DMC too.
Yeah. You can do a lot. Like I know people are like with Marvel vs. Capcom. It's like, oh, you can Capcom's not that connected. You can connect Capcom, even if very loosely. You can.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing: by technicality, all the Street Fighters now canon in Marvel continuity.
Oh yeah,
Because the
Power Rangers continuity.
Marvel vs. Capcom world is an officially designated universe in Marvel continuity.
Yeah. Let's hopefully there's another Street Fighter game on the list later
Well, I
on.
mean, their 6 is coming out soon. We're working on 6.
Oh, no, I'm talking about like on this list, not.
Oh
like,
yeah, I'm talking in
6 is
general.
coming. Yeah, 6 is.
But the next game we got at number 95, Elder Scrolls 4: Oblivion.
I played only 30 minutes of it. Not my game. Not my game.
Yeah, I have bounced off a good couple of Western style RPGs, and I think the reason is just because it is too freeform. It's like, oh, make your character, make it here, choose your path, and it's just like, tell me a story.
Yeah, like I don't mind expansions, but like I need a linear road to go on, and then I'll do the side stuff like occasionally.
But that's also just because like most of the RPGs I've played are JRPGs.
Yeah, like we like a very linear style of progression.
And here's the thing: that linear style doesn't mean it can't be branching.
Yeah.
What I mean is like, here's the best way I can think about it. It's like the game tells you, okay, there's 5 different ways you can tackle this. You can do it stealth, you can do melee, you can do range, and go like, just give me a gameplay style and let me work on it.
Yeah, there's too many options for like an RPG.
And that's not to say that there's not value in that. There
is value.
But it's just like I've bounced off of it more times than I can count. I played like maybe 30 minutes of Skyrim, like when it came out.
And honestly, I don't think I'm gonna go back to it because I'm just like, I don't like Bethesda. Maybe if Starfield is good, I'll try it out, but like, I don't know.
I think Bethesda might clean up their act a little bit now that they're under the Microsoft umbrella.
Yeah. I can see Starfield being a surprise hit, but like, well, if I can see that, then it's not a surprise, but like, I don't know about Skyrim 6, Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
Anyway, on number 94, Ninja Gaiden Black. I think this is a re-release of the first Gaiden.
Yeah, this was the re-release on Xbox exclusive, which added some content because I remember people were complaining that the re-release on the Wii U was
they had like a Switch trilogy, right?
Yeah, no, it was it was on Switch. It was using Sigma and not the black version.
Yeah, people prefer the black version. Yeah. I'm not sure if Microsoft owns a copyright on that. I'll probably try out the Ninja Gaidens. They look fair.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the 3 pillars that started the character action game.
Yeah.
Between this, Devil May Cry, and God of War.
Yeah. Kind of weird how God of War is just kind of doing its character action. Not even being a character action anymore, but that's a whole other.
No, it's dad simulator. It's just a dad simulator.
Speaking of simulators of sorts, Halo 3.
Oh yeah, Teabag Simulator.
Yeah, Teabag Simulator. I mostly know Halo 3 from seasons of Red vs. Blue that included it, but I do know this was a big release, so it's not a surprise to see.
Oh yeah.
And I do own it on Steam through the Master Collection. I just need to actually.
I do too. And the only Halo game I have played all the way through is technically fucking Reach.
I want to play Reach. Reach is like the most interesting Halo game to me, and I like that's the main reason I got the Master Chief to like sit down and through it.
Well, I played Reach with a couple friends live on stream.
Yeah.
So there was that, but like I haven't played any other Halo game, but I do know my friend, he's on the channel, Cody Snowcone.
Yeah.
He's a massive Halo fan, and this was probably one of the defining games, just period of that era.
Yeah, like it was like the reason to get the Xbox 360.
I mean, it was. I think it was a launch title for the 360.
No, it wasn't. It was 360 was 2005. This was 2007.
It was the promise of this game that sold so many 360s, though.
Yeah, the promise, and then like it conveniently came before the Red Ring of Death like blew up and stuff. I mean, it was there before.
Did you see the fucking? They made like shirts and posters.
Yeah,
Microsoft.
That's dumb. That's dumb. I don't.
Here's the thing: if a fan made that, great, brilliant, beautiful, hilarious.
Yeah.
Microsoft making it. Ew.
Yeah, it's like, why are you celebrating your own product failing?
But like, if you saw that on like Redbubble,
yeah,
you'd
that
go
would
like,
be funny.
Fucking funny. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah, but like, it's that age of corporates trying to be like relatable, like more relatable than usual, and it's not working.
The Wendy's-fication of corporations is the worst thing to happen.
Did Sarah Zed do a video essay on that?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, because I've never seen it.
But yeah, no. Also, Halo defining first-person shooters on the console.
Yeah. Speaking of first-person shooters, Bioshock Infinite. So this is I don't think this should be on the list. I've been hearing a lot of backlash of like whenever it's brought up. People much prefer the first Bioshock.
Yeah, I think it's probably just like I don't know. I've never played any of the Bioshock games. I think I have the first one.
Yeah, my friend gifted me the first one. I need to get to it.
Your friend gifts you fucking Bioshock. You gift me fucking jump fighters. What was it? Jump Force. Jump Force.
To be fair, I also gifted another friend Fight of Gods. You could have had it worse.
No, I need to fucking get all the DLC for Jump Force just in case, just so I have it.
Yeah, before the February purging.
I mean, it'll still be on Steam server, so I can download it. Can't I?
That's what I mean. Like, you'll still be able to like
download it, but I can't buy it.
Buy it. Yeah,
they're unlisting it.
Yeah. Speaking of purchasing, our favorite money-hungry company, Activision. It's a horrible sentence. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
I mean, realistically, here's the thing. A very important game. It defined a generation of competitive gaming. It just seems incredibly boring to me.
Yeah, but it's... Can I make a hot take? I think Infinite Warfare is more interesting. But that's just me being a dumb brain who wants the colors.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. It was always kind of just jarred with me with the brown military shooter of that era. It's just like...
it defined it, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, it defined that era, but like... You go from Doom and Duke Nukem and all those kind of like big bombastic shooting games.
Filled.
Yeah. And then Call of Duty, just World War II. Okay, it can be drab, it can be the drama. And then it just kept going and it became the dominant voice of a genre, and it's just like, oh.
It was so bad that Doom was threatening to imitate it before they cleaned up their act and gave us Doom 2016.
Yeah. But I mean, realistically, it's an important game. If we have to like give a value judgment on should these games be on the list, yeah, it deserves to be an important. Like, it is a good game from everything I know about it.
Yeah, and it's probably better than that remaster, which resold you the DLC.
Yeah, stuff like that's so dumb. That's bad. Yeah. Bad business. You want to know what's good business?
Quake.
Fucking 90s id.
Yeah, 90s id was dope. Like, I need to play more 90s id, but like...
Because here's the thing. They fucking made Quake and redefined how to generate polygons with computing software.
Yeah, like, it was like one of the big 3D games of that era.
And then they just gave out some of the fucking coding and math.
And they licensed out engines and stuff?
Oh yeah, no, like, here's the thing. After like 5 years, the Doom engine became open source.
Oh yeah.
Like the Doom engine's open source. You can download rebuilds of the Doom engine to run on modern hardware with a bunch of new upgraded features.
Might consider looking into that.
Like, it's super fascinating just how much, like, there's still the DNA of programming of Quake and other 3D games.
Yeah, like even like big 3D shooters.
Oh
Even
yeah,
like
no.
the big boomer shooter revival in the indie space.
And I'm not even talking like metaphysical DNA. I'm talking like legit the basis of the code in Quake. You can still see some of it in today's game.
Do we have anything to say about Sid Meier's Civilization 2?
It's an important game. It deserves to be here. It makes sense for it to be here. But
I had nothing to say.
I have never played a Civ game. All I know about the Civilization games is like I think that's where Wooloo comes from, or is that Age of Empires?
I think that's Age of Empires.
Really showing my RTS bone. I don't have
Yeah,
one.
same. Unless you count Fire Emblem.
No, that's turn-based strategy.
Yeah. Apparently, Elder Scrolls 4 is here again, but this time it's the Xbox 360 port. Skip.
Yeah.
Gears of War. I can. God, the game that ruined an entire generation. I joke.
I mean, I can understand that. Like it. Again, this is one of those games that define action games for a while inadvertently.
Yeah, like it would like Epic just wanted to make a cool graphical test, do like cool bloody graphics, show what people you could do, and it's like, and it just ended up being what all the companies wanted to base their big software because that Gear sold well, and it sold well because of the great graphics, not because of the cool Mad World trick.
Oh yeah, but like my friend Cody Snowcone, I'm gonna reference him a lot because he had an Xbox during this era, so like he played a lot more of these games. He loves the Gears franchise because
it has its fans, and I'm just saying like the influence I'm more pissed at than the games.
Yeah, that's just the problem. But hey, because of Gears of War, we got Vanquish from Platinum.
Yeah, I need to get onto that. Vanquish is very interesting in Platinum.
Yeah, but like it's a fascinating piece, you know.
Yeah, very fascinating. Speaking of fascinating, Madden NFL 2004. That's not Madden 08.
This is just a reminder that this list is also heavily informed by the mainstream public.
Yeah, and also by the 2000s. So many.
Yeah, because like it's a Madden game. It's a Madden NFL game. It's an iteration of another iteration of an iteration. Like, but for the people who like it, it's good.
On this list, if Madden 08's on this list, I'm gonna throw a fit in the best way possible. I don't think it is, but
you're just gonna point and go like meme.
Yeah,
meme.
That's
fucking Zoomer.
Yeah, I actually do own a copy of Madden 08 on the PS. I got it for $3.
You fucking nerd. You goddamn nerd.
Person who owns a bunch of 90s Edge comics. Anyway, Grand Theft Auto Vice. Well, apart from it getting bastardized recently, it's a good game.
Oh yeah, no, Grand Theft Autos are probably one of the most... They are a benchmark of contemporary gaming.
Yeah, I mean, like, Grand Theft Auto 5, if it's on this, is like the most profitable piece of media ever.
Like show the quality and the tech behind at least a Nintendo console. And then Grand Theft Auto comes out, and that's the benchmark. You just look at the Grand Theft Auto franchise year by year on any new iteration, and it kind of just showed, okay, this is where we are in terms of graphical fidelity.
Yeah, until they just decide to stop and just keep porting everything.
Yeah. What is the current game of graphical fidelity? What's the benchmark everybody uses of like, look at this franchise, look how far we've come?
The Last of Us 2, I think, which is dumb, and I hope it's not on this list.
The first one's gonna be on the list.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of sequels, Mass Effect 2. Yeah, I can buy it.
I can see Mass Effects, any of the Mass Effects being here. Even the third one, even though I know there's a controversial ending, I can understand it being here, you know?
Yeah. I actually have the Legendary like collection to get on that.
But this also feels like it's a similar thing of like Western RPGs that I just it's like so many options.
I feel like Mass Effect's a tad more linear from what I played.
Yeah.
Although it's not like as overwhelming as Oblivion, which is kind of designed to be.
Yeah, it's supposed to be open and very freeing. And this is what if Star Trek and Star Wars had a baby and it was horny.
Yeah. Well, Star Trek isn't horny?
Star Trek is TV horny. This is just horny.
Okay, fair. Anyway, Bioshock, the first one,
Oh,
the one that my
the
friend gifted me.
yeah, the best example of why objectivism is bullshit.
I will find that out soon. I kind of don't want to go into spoilers, so we'll try
Okay,
not
no
to.
spoilers. But this is the spiritual sequel to System Shock.
Oh yeah, I know that.
And kind of define the Shock system, well, Shock franchise. I say franchise. It's like the Xenoblade franchise. It's there,
Yeah,
but it's not really there.
it's not really a franchise. It's more like a connected thread.
Of
Yeah,
artistic intent.
yeah.
But yeah, since Buster wants to go into kind of the game kind of blind, important shooter, define an era.
Big Daddies in PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale.
Yeah. But at 82, we have the game that taught everybody that trans people can double jump.
Yeah, Celeste. I'm really happy to see it on here. I haven't beaten it, but it's still a really good game.
Oh
And
yeah,
you should play it.
I think this is okay because I haven't played this. But I also think it's this is one of those games because like the game comes out and it's good, people love it, people enjoy it, and then the DLC comes out where basically the creator confirmed that the major theory that Celeste, the main character, that is the main character's name, right?
Kinda. Madeline's his name.
Madeline. That she was trans. And then everybody was just cool. Everybody was just like going, "Oh, that's really cool." And I never saw any fucking backlash.
Well, that's because it's an indie game. If this was
Yeah.
done in a mainstream game, there would be a ugly con.
Oh yeah, no, I understand that, but it's still just like, "Oh, it's fucking
Awesome.
refreshing not to fucking see bullshit," you know?
Yeah. I need to finish it. Stuck on the third level, because the levels are long. It's a fair challenge, I'd say. It's challenging but fair. It's very Super Meat Boy-esque.
Yeah. But I think the big thing with like Super Meat Boy is visually designed to be very oppressive and
Yeah,
fuck
aggressive.
you. Yeah, it's aggro. Well, Celeste is just kind of like, "Oh yeah, no, you failed. It's okay. Try again."
Yeah, it's more of a pat on the back, where like Meat Boy's more like, here's the new grounds of the 2000s, baby. Which
Meat
isn't a
Boy,
bad aesthetic, but like,
Celeste goes like, "Oh, come on, you can do it." Meat Boy just yells in your face, "Come on, you motherfucker! I know you can fucking do this."
Yeah.
You know, it's just a different vibe.
Yeah, good vibes nonetheless. I actually did not expect to see Chrono Cross on this list. It's getting a remake soon.
Yeah. Sequel to Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, that not many people like, but you know.
I've heard it's good, and I heard people like it. People just don't know it exists.
Yeah, hopefully a remake / port can fix that.
Uh,
I might do a review on it. Would it be a good idea to play it before Chrono Trigger?
I don't know. I mean, I know it takes place after Chrono Trigger.
I'll look into.
You know what I think? Why people kind of overlooked it?
Why?
Because it doesn't look like Akira Toriyama's art.
Oh yeah, I think it's a different artist.
It is a different artist, but it doesn't look like Chrono Trigger. So people are just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's whatever."
Yeah, different art. It's the Ni no Kuni 2 situation. Ni no
Yeah.
Kuni 2 when they didn't have Studio Ghibli on board.
Yeah. But sequel to Chrono Trigger. I'm reading a little blurb about it. The person who made Xenogears made it.
Yeah,
It was the person behind the storyline, and Xenogears, the person who did Xenogears, eventually made Xenoblades.
yeah,
Because Xenogears is the spiritual predecessor.
yeah. Let's skip these next two because one of them is like we're gonna see later on the list, and that's on a very important position, and the other one's a port.
Yeah. We'll talk about them and eventually, but just know the other one's Mass Effect 2. It's on PC,
Yeah.
so we've talked about that. So Arkham City.
That's interesting. I remember Arkham City being the big thing in my I remember like there's this one kid at my middle school. He loved Arkham, and I was like, "Whoa, this is like the next gen of like all." Because I only had a Nintendo stuff at the time, like Wii and Wii U. I
Yeah.
didn't hop on PlayStation until like teen, so it's like this was like, "Whoa, games could be that."
Yeah, no, like I remember there was one summer I was hanging out with my cousin. He was doing something, like he was busy with a thing, and I just had nothing to do. And this is Arkham. I think I ran around in Arkham City for a little bit. And it's just really fucking solid. It's really good.
Yeah, I need to like. I'm not sure if I should.
I mean, here's the thing: the Arkham games refocused our understanding of how to be a superhero in a video game.
Yeah.
So because of that, we
got Spider-Man.
We got Spider-Man. We got Guardians.
Yeah.
Oh,
But why is
Vac
have
made
to,
Vac made a little dash in the fucking chat.
what
Oh,
did something bad happen?
I don't
Or
know. I think he's just going like, "What are these motherfuckers talking about?"
yeah.
Oh boy.
Another Madden NFL game again, not '08.
Yeah. Oh
And
hey, it's
what?
Vac.
Are you boys playing those video games again?
No,
Oh, okay.
technically, we're talking about video games.
Oh, damn it! I'm on birthday, no less! You fuckers!
Yeah, but you're not here, fucker. Do you want to talk about?
You want to talk about Madden NFL 2002?
I just, I'm sitting in the parking lot waiting for it to not be a fucking traffic jam, so I figured I'd hop on and do a run-in.
With the steel chair?
No, but I do have a CM Punk shirt now.
Oh hell yeah!
I got that, I got an event shirt, and I got an AEW hoodie to wear on the podcast.
Nice. Now, we have made a decision. We are going through the top 100 video games on Metacritic and just discussing them and having conversations about it.
How long have you been talking, and what number are you on?
We've been talking for about 40 minutes. We're on 77.
That's not terrible.
Yeah. Plus, there's games we can skip because we've talked about them already, and it's just a port.
Yeah, fair enough. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you have a good birthday?
We will inform you if there's a wrestling game.
Hey. I guarantee you, if there is, it'll be No Mercy.
Oh, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe Here Comes the Pain. But Here Comes the Pain is more of like a newer nostalgic favorite, so I don't know. Oh, well.
Battle of the Belt's good?
It was fun. Do you want spoilers or...
I'm still working through Dynamite. My head just hasn't been in it.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's a good show. A lot of dark before and after. And they did some fun stuff. Yeah, I got to see the only people I didn't see that I would have liked to see are Darby, Sting, and Punk.
That'd be fair enough.
Yeah, and I mean, I knew I wasn't going to see Cody, so
yeah. But you saw the better Rhodeses.
I saw a just as good Rhodes, and that's as low as I'm willing to go.
Fair enough. But if you want to hear more about wrestling, you can always tune in on Thursdays to MMWB Live, where me and Back talk about professional wrestling during the week.
Yeah, this was a cheap plug all along. I suckered you, Modular faithful. Ha 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 ha. Have a good rest of the show.
Damn, his sound quality was actually not half bad.
Yeah, it was actually like the background noise pretty good.
Yeah. But yeah, no, another Madden game. It's just
who cares?
Iteration on iteration.
Devil May Cry 1. Why is it Devil May Cry 1 on this list? It's a fine game, but not like top 100 games of all time.
Here's the thing, it's important though.
Yeah, it is important, but like
if we gotta talk about the importance of a game, Devil May Cry is probably one of the most important games for action franchises.
3 is more important when you get down to it.
You can't do 3 without 1.
Fair.
And I mean, what is Devil May Cry, the first one, but an attempt at Resident Evil 4? Like, the history in and of itself is fascinating, too.
Yeah. Speaking of 4s, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4.
Yeah.
I've played this one on the PS1, which isn't the best way to play it, and it's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, no. This was the first next-gen Tony Hawk game, and this is right before the...
Underground series?
The Underground era, because that was Underground 2, American Reject, Project 8.
Yeah, this is like the last traditional.
Yeah.
We don't talk about 5.
We don't talk about 5, though we do talk about the 1 and 2 remake.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Sucks that Vicarious Visions.
Again, Activision. They like to milk their franchises until you can't milk them no more.
Even when they start to milk them, then they're like, no milk. Let's have the same milk.
Yeah. Is there even, because here's the thing, I haven't heard of a Call of Duty game in fucking years.
Yeah, they still come out. There's like, last time was Vanguard.
God, whatever. Yeah. Fuck Activision.
Yeah.
You know what the fucking worst part about Activision is?
What?
Do you know how they got started?
How?
They didn't like Atari being the only person who was publishing games for the 2600.
Oh no! They
wanted to give more respect to the creators of the games, more money to the developers. It was like Activision started with going like, yeah, fuck yeah, game developers, let's do interesting things, and then it became what we have today. And that's bullshit.
Also, God of War 20. I have no idea how we transition.
Yeah, nah. 2018 God of War.
I've not played it. It does not look that interesting.
It looks. Here's the thing. I can understand why people would find it interesting. It's just like it's not God of War.
It also feels like a half game. Like
Yeah.
from what I've seen, it's just like a lot of the samey environments, samey bosses, samey. It looks like a half a game, like a really like a vertical slice, if you will.
It looks like the kind of game. It looks like the kind of game that a dude bro who works a 9 to 5 wants to put in to relax and watch a fun story and not have to think too hard about playing a game.
I can,
you know,
and that's the audience, and I'm grateful for that audience.
Oh,
it's just, it could be more interesting.
But that's what I'm saying is like a lot of games today are that kind of sit back. They're binge games. You're not playing the game to challenge your skills or challenge your mind on strategy or anything. It's just, you're playing it to.
It's just like if I'm gonna be entertained, I want like a little more variation, and I don't like that it's like we keep getting all these like over the shoulder games. Come on, give us what happened to like the action, like more like fixed perspective or camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like they're easy games to fucking just play when you're tired after your job.
I guess. Well, when I'm tired after, we're weirdos because we like reasons. We are RPG guys.
I mean, all I play on stream are RPGs.
Yeah. They're relaxing. So, like, I feel like if more people like just accepted that RPGs are relaxing, like then we'd have more fans.
Yeah. But speaking of a game that's not a fucking RPG, Modern Warfare 2.
Okay. I don't know anything about Modern Warfare 2. I know it got remastered, but that was kind of buried. Like,
it's a Modern Warfare 2 cemented Call of Duty as the franchise of the PlayStation 3 360 era.
Oh wait, this was the game of the airport scene.
Yeah. Isn't 3 the one with press F?
No, I think that's 4.
Yeah. No, Call of Duty like
no, that was Advanced Warfare.
Yeah. That's a weird thing because like we don't play the Call of Duty franchise, but Call of Duty fucking influenced gaming so much. We know memes from it.
Even in their kind of those memes have kind of evolved into just their own entity.
Yeah, press F in chat.
Yeah.
Like the origin of that is from a Call of Duty game.
And now for a game I really, 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 really want to play, but I haven't yet, Final Fantasy 9.
Yeah, it's 71. This is the last could it be considered traditional Final Fantasy game?
I'd say X fits that more.
But I mean, like, this is the last one that's like pure fantasy.
Yeah, pure fantasy. Well, technically 14 kind of did that as well.
True. Yeah, but that's also an MMO.
Yeah. I don't want to like discount the work that like
no.
and their in crew are putting in 14 because they're putting a lot of work in, and it's being one of the biggest successes. Like,
oh yeah, no, like all these. Here's the thing. I have a feeling I would like an MMO if I already have a group of people diving into an MMO with me. But if I'm just going in by myself, and it's just not.
Yeah, I kind of, and also I don't like the login.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm back to 9. Yeah, I really want to play this either on Steam or Sweden.
I mean, it's one of the best looking games on the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, it looks so good for.
It looks like a PS2 title sometimes.
Yeah, and it's like I think it's Sakaguchi's favorite. He said multiple times.
Yeah, from what I've seen, if you're a Final Fantasy fan, this one's one of your favorites. Like, even if it's not your favorite, it's your second favorite.
Yeah, it's a legendary title. I really need to play it because everyone always about how good it is.
I mean, it has VV, so who can complain about fucking VV? Then we got another port at 70, another version of Bioshock Infinite.
The PS apparently had some extra content and PS Move stuff, but all right, now for the big one. One of the big ones.
At 69.
Yeah, nice. Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim.
This
I have not played this.
No, I haven't. I've played like 30 minutes of Skyrim, but this was all anybody could talk about for the year 2011 and 2012.
Yeah, it was the big like Xbox of those years.
Like if you were talking about games, and because I was in high school at this time, if you started talking about video games, eventually the conversation would go like,
there was like, you got memes, parody songs back in the day, like the early days of YouTube. It was a big deal.
Like, even my chemistry teacher was talking about Skyrim in class.
Dang.
Because like a kid asked like, have you played Skyrim? And he went like, I have already put 60 hours into Skyrim.
Not my kind of game, but hey, it's fine. It was in the Switch. At
Yeah.
68, we have a weird one and a game you can't even access anymore. World of Goo from the WiiWare.
But you can still play World of Goo. You can buy it places. You can buy World of Goo. You just can't buy it on the Wii.
Oh, okay. It's still there's still places to play World of Goo.
Yeah, you can download it on your phone. Pretty sure you can.
I don't know why this is rated above Final Fantasy IX, and I hate crime.
Actually, it's probably one of the most important indie games, period.
Elaborate.
Well, first off, it was one of the most important aspects of WiiWare. It was the killer app of WiiWare.
Really?
Yeah. And it defined a very specific game, the studio. It's also probably it's one of the most important physics-based puzzlers, period. Like, it's an important game.
I'll look into it.
Yeah, it's on phones. It's World of Goo. It's on your phone.
Portal 2 is up next at like 2 spots and sandwiched in between another game.
Yeah, Portal 2 is important.
Yeah, I'd say so. It gave like the Portal experience. Like, it showed you could do more with that simple concept, while also giving a bit more story and flavor text to it.
Yeah, because the first Portal was basically a glorified demo of concept.
Yeah, because
it's like a 2-hour game.
Yeah, this is a bit more fleshed out, more character, more story, more puzzle.
And the multiplayer, which is probably one of the most important aspects of the game.
Because of the characters, or
because of just how many people played it and how many people enjoyed it.
Play.
Yeah. But like, it's on the cover.
Yeah.
The multiplayer is the cover focus of the game. But yeah, no. And Valve is also just an important game company, you know?
Yeah. I really hope... I think TF2 is on this one.
I do think it is. But next up, in between these two Portal games, at number 66, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's only here because it's Kojima's last game.
Yeah,
if it was any other Metal Gear game, it would not be on. I'm just saying, if 5 specifically.
I mean, we had Metal Gear Solid 1.
Yeah,
and
I'm just talking about like the reason this 5 was critically acclaimed, because see a lot of like, it's basically just a glorified console version of.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, because I'm a Metal Gear Solid fan. The thing about the 5, which always just kind of rubbed me the wrong way, is like 1, 2, 3 were really well integrated story and gameplay. 4 relied a little bit too heavy on the story and not enough on gameplay. And then on 5, it was just like, fuck the story, let's only focus on gameplay.
Yeah, it's a fun game to play, but story-wise, it's like incomplete.
Yeah, and like, I enjoy the metatextual element that they did with the story because it means something, but it feels like that should have been the B plot and not the A plot, which is what it became.
Yeah, I kind of know the twist, but like, don't spoil the what. Again, I'm planning to go through the Metal Gears.
Yep. I can understand people enjoying it, but it being better than Metal Gear Solid, nah.
It's
MGS1.
really only rated here because I think it's Kojima's last game under people was like, it's a end of an era.
Yeah. I've played some Death Stranding. I really enjoyed it. I need to play some more of it.
I'm waiting on the director's cut to come. It already got.
Yeah. But after Portal 2 at 65, at 64, Red Dead Redemption. Oh, Buster muted their mic. Hold on. I will give Buster a second. So I'm muting my mic. Oh.
All right, no, I'm back.
Okay.
Quick. So yeah,
Red Dead Redemption.
I have not played it, but I heard some good things.
Yeah, it's Grand Theft Auto, but in the Old West. The thing I remember most about it though is Nakey Jakey's video about the Red Dead series.
I need to watch more Neat Guy.
Yeah, he just released a new video recently.
Yeah, speedrun.
After like a year of hiatus.
He always does that. He did that with Letty Dog.
Yep. But then at 63, we have another version of Portal 2. It's an important game. All 3 versions have been on the list so far.
Yeah.
It's real loved.
Yeah. Should we skip this remaster or should we wait because it might?
Yeah, no. Let's skip it for right now because it's up a little bit higher. We're good.
Yeah.
So Persona 5 Royale.
Okay, so I've played the original Persona 5. I'm waiting to finish 4 and 3 before jumping into Royale, but I really like Persona 5. It's not a
Royale's
perfect game.
Royale's the gold of Persona 5, right?
Yeah, it's the definitive edition that adds. While I do feel like, from what I've heard, Golden subtracts from Persona 5, Royal just like adds and kind of, from what I've seen, proves as like a proof of concept for possible Persona 6, because this is the last game where the current director for 3, 4, and 5 left after the game, and now we're getting a new director, the inevitable Persona 6.
Part of me hopes that for the next Persona games they kind of fuse a little bit of the dating sim era with the SMT era.
Yeah, Megami Tensei. I was
Like,
just thinking they can, like, if they want to continue this like transformation theme, they can do Kamen Riders.
but like
But,
like the next Persona, have it be a little bit of 1, 2, and 1 and the 2s, and then a little bit of 3, 4, and 5. It's
yeah,
like,
or I think it would be better if it carved out its own idea, the other 5.
yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, good game.
I think I
really
have
like
this on my wish list.
Yeah, you should play it. It's a good game on the PS4.
One day I will, but
Yeah,
like,
hopefully one day it'll get ported. And
I have so many goddamn fucking games to play through.
You do. This is, and clearly Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 for the Game Boy Advance. I don't know why this is, why the Pro Skater 2 on the Game Boy Advance specifically is high up.
I mean, I think it's a good one. I mean, Pro Skater 3 was really good on Game Boy Advance.
Yep. Okay, probably because it's Madden Nfl.
No, it's not 3D. It's isometric. It's 2D.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, I know, because like the description says it's the world's first 3D handheld skate game.
I think it's 3D pre-rendered sprites.
Yeah. Madden NFL 2003, who cares? Ah, right, this is a big one. The Legend of Zelda Twilight.
One of the killer apps of the Wii.
And the end of the GameCube. Those.
Yeah. This is interesting.
I've not played it, so I'll go off.
I haven't played it either, but it's just interesting in its history of Nintendo, you know what I mean?
Yeah, elaborate.
Well, this is coming off after Wind Waker. So they went like, all right, let's go back to the grittier style. We want to make sure the Wii has a killer app, so let's put it there. Let's tack on some motion controls and did all this. And then this is also the beginning of the lefty flip of Zelda, where they mirror the world and everything.
Well, like, it was only on the Wii version, like the GameCube.
Yeah, but because of that, that's now like a hard mode in future Zelda games.
Yeah. Specific. I think like the Ocarina of Time had, like, on the GameCube disc, Master, but that was included in Twilight Princess.
No, it's important. It's interesting.
I need to play it.
I need to play it.
And speaking of, I'm not sure if I should play this. The Last of Us. Oh boy.
Yeah.
I think this game ruined gaming.
You joke, but you're wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah. It ruined a generation of games that are just like, even games I like the Guardians of the Galaxy. I can feel the Last of Us DNA, and I hate it.
Here's the thing: Last of Us didn't ruin gaming. It just made some button pushers and developers look at the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And it fucked up games journalism.
I think we need, one day I want to like work with you, and like I want to work on like a video essay, like once we actually play The Last of Us. I'll like work on a video essay about just how it's the masses for better and worse.
Here's the thing, like it's just because it was a simple story that you could play without thinking too much. Game journalism just went like, oh, this is one of the best things ever, because they're fucking pressed for time, and a simple game with a good story is gonna get them.
Yep.
And then we had the sequel, which is fucking goddamn Misery Simulator.
Yeah, not but what I am a fan of is The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I've actually beaten this game on the 3DS, and it's super good.
Majora's Mask, the best fucking cash grab in the world.
Yeah, it's an asset reuse, but it's the best one.
Like, also completely defined a unique gameplay mechanic that people still use to this day for certain games.
Yeah, time.
The time loop.
Yeah.
Which with programming in the right,
ruined.
With the programming and the right kind of forethought, makes a world feel really fucking alive.
Yeah. Majora's Mask is super good. I really want to make a video. Maybe
we should have had more Legend of Zeldas like Majora's Mask.
Yeah, I really hope Breath of the Wild 2, because it has the potential. Because like I like Breath of the Wild gameplay, but if you gave me a Majora's Mask clone, then I would be.
Mm-hmm. But then I don't know if what's up next
The
is a
Game Boy
remake.
Advance,
As a
port.
remake, I'm going through visually real quick to kind of see if the
It's
OG
really just a
is.
port. I think
Yeah, I'm just making sure the OG is not up further, because if the OG is, we'll talk about it then. Yeah, no, the OG is not there. So this is the only time it's on the list, which is the Game Boy Advance port of Link to the Past.
Yeah, good game. I need to play it more.
Yeah, I played the sequel.
Oh, Link Between Worlds is.
I beat the sequel. It's really fucking good. But this defined action games for the Super Nintendo era.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
really it's Link to the Past. Kind of like explains it.
Yeah, it's one of the most important Zelda games, at least.
Yeah, it was the start of the series becoming good.
I mean, there's good qualities in the first two.
Yeah, I'm just saying those two haven't aged.
Oh yeah, no. But
the only other Halo game I've played mostly is Halo 2, and that's on this. And,
oh yeah, Halo 2. Again, it's the sequel to the game that defined console-based FPS.
Yeah, and I played through most of the campaign, and it's a good campaign. Really fun. Really love the dual wielding mechanic. Really love the story. Good game.
Yeah, it's important. It's very important, and it makes sense to be on the list. I'm surprised it's down this far, though.
Hey, maybe I think I saw the first.
Yeah, but then we have our first racing game on the list, because we haven't had one of them yet.
Yeah,
Gran Turismo 3.
Ace. I got nothing. I'm pretty sure it's graphically nice. Like, I got nothing.
Yeah, that's the thing with, like, unless it's a fancy, fun, goofy racing game, it's just a simulation racing game. It's like a sports game.
Yeah, basically a sports game.
It is a sports game. Like,
now we're approaching the 50s. I think I have to go soon. Should we stop?
Well, let's see. We have gotten through. Let's get to 50, because we've gone for about an hour and some change. So let's get to 50, and then we can have 50 to 1.
Yeah.
We can record that another time, and that can be an episode of No More Games, I guess.
Yeah, or just like the continue it, whatever vaccine.
Yeah. So let's go Red Dead Redemption. We already talked about that some. The Legend of Zelda's Collector's Edition for the GameCube, which is Legend of Zelda 1, 2, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. Fucking bomb-ass compilation.
Yeah, and apparently it was a pre-order only.
Yeah, but like it's gotta be it's a big, like, it has to be a very big and good compilation for it to be a pre-order bonus and still be on this list. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of hope it gets ported. Just like they do a straight port of it, just so we can have those, being able to buy those classic games. I don't think Nintendo will, because they don't really do that, but it would be nice.
And then we have number 50, which is going to be the last game on this podcast, Tetris Effect Connected, which is the Tetris Effect game, but with multiplayer.
And on Switch.
Yeah.
It's a very ethereal, I like the graphics, but I got nothing.
I mean, I think it's just because it's Tetris and because of what it did in the first place, it just made people really appreciate Tetris and the meditative state it gives you. Yeah. But that's the first 50 of the top 100 games on the Metacritic list. And one day in the future, we will go through 50. We will go through 49 to 1. But in the meantime, why don't you tell the people where they can find you, Buster?
Hi, I'm Buster Corp. I do video essays on the internet. By the time this comes out, I should have released a video essay on Everhood. Watch it if it's out. But other than that, go watch my videos on Buster Corp. And also follow me on Buster.
Hey, howdy. I'm Chris. I'm a Boingo writer. There's a lot of things revolving around me on the internet. If you want to see me on Twitch, I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. On Twitch, I play a variety of games. You can find me on Twitter at Boingo_writer. You can find me on Instagram at Boingo_writer and at TikTok at Boingo_writer. See a variety of things there. And this has been a production of Modular Media. We do a lot of things here, including a variety of different podcasts, such as Components, where we just talk random things that happen to us during the week. We have No Prize, where we talk about comic books that we read in the week. MMWP, where we talk about professional wrestling. We have, goddamn, No More Games, where we talk about video games, news, and whatnot. And we also have Twit, which Buster and Vac do, talk about tokusatsu. news, updates, toys, and the shows they're watching. If you want to see any of that, you can follow us on YouTube. Just hit subscribe, click the bell, do all that kind of stuff. Leave a comment, leave a like, do all that kind of stuff. And search for these podcasts wherever you listen to your podcasts. But in the end, this was a special presentation of Modular Media. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll join us next time where we talk about 49 to 1 on the games list. But in the meantime, until next time.